Youngest Club, I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Guide's Twitter. So yesterday it was announced that we are getting a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Forbidden and Limited list. I was supposed to talk about this yesterday, and then I was supposed to talk about something else 2 days ago. So I will be talking about that other thing after I talk about the Forbidden and Limited list. I do apologize just not being quick on this. I was just been really tired lately. Hopefully work won't be as tiring, because for 5 weeks, oh my god, it's just been so tiring. So yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be talking about the new Forbidden and Limited list. What the hell is this? What is this? The only good thing about this is that yes, Instant Fusion is banned, which is cool. I mean, I guess Change of Heart at 2 is kind of cool. I've never seen anyone use Change of Heart because it can just get easily negated. I guess it'll be good in situations if you and your opponent cannot do too much. You only have like one monster, well, your opponent has one monster in the field, you don't have too much, you can just bam, Change of Heart. But I don't know, I just don't see anyone play it, because I just don't. But anyway, so Instant Fusion, yeah, banned, which is good, because yeah, Instant Fusion is just very annoying. And honestly, is it banned because of Tearlaments? Did they make it worse, or did they just realize that Instant Fusion is a dumb card? King of the Swamp, limited to 1, and Foolish Burial Goods is also limited to 1. Apparently it's because of Tearlaments. So why don't you know, limit or semi-limit some Tearlament cards? Why do you make these 2 cards limited, even though people aren't really running them in their Tearlaments decks? I've ran into a lot of Tearlaments players, maybe a few less have used King of the Swamp and Foolish Burial Goods. But other than that, no, not really. Tearlaments doesn't care about that. So making those cards at 1 isn't gonna make a huge difference. Then we got a Sky Strike Ace, Kagari, you know, Thunder Dragon Hawk, Supreme King Dragon, what does that say? Dark Worm, is that what it says? And Fire Formation Tenki. So yeah, I mean, Thunder Dragon Hawk is just very annoying. Yeah, those cards are pretty much free from the Forbidden and Limited list, so if you're a Sky Striker player, or use Thunder Dragon Hawk, or whatever the hell Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm is, and you probably use Tri Brigade. Some people, well, I haven't even ran into Tri Brigade in such a long time. But yeah, that's not limited anymore. I don't know if it was limited to 2 only. I want to say semi-limited. Sorry, I think it was semi-limited maybe. Could have been semi-limited or limited. Was Kagari always semi-limited? I never thought, I just didn't realize that Kagari was semi-limited, or even just, not limited, because I've seen people play more than 1. But anyway, just a very, very terrible Forbidden and Limited list. I would like them to put Skill Drain back to being semi-limited, so you can have 2 copies of Skill Drain. I know I keep saying this, but ban Predaplant so we can use Dragoon. And if some of you are going to say, oh, Branded Fusion, then make it like the OCG, where you can have like 1 Branded Fusion, which makes sense, because Branded Fusion just is so broken. It's so dumb. With Dragoon, if you use Red Eyes Fusion, you won't be able to special summon any more monsters, you know, like once you use Red Eyes Fusion. If you use Predaplant and then send Red Eyes Fusion, you can do a bunch of special summons before, and then you special summon Predaplant, use Predaplant's effect to get rid of Red Fusion from your deck to fuse into, you know, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. But with Red Eyes Fusion, you have to play that. If you special summon something before Red Eyes Fusion, you cannot play Red Eyes Fusion. So they just need to get rid of, you know, Predaplant, Anaconda, and maybe semi-limited or limit Branded Fusion. And maybe then we won't be seeing Dragoon as much, because, you know, some people would have to add Dark Magician and have an Effect Dragon in the deck, or even just run Red Eyes with an Effect Dragon, or even just run Dark Magician and Red Eyes. So yeah, if you do some stuff like maybe making branded semi-limited or limited and ban Anaconda, I think Dragoon won't be much of a problem. Plus, if you're using Red Eyes Fusion to summon Dragoon, like, you can just Kaiju that Dragoon, Forbidden Droplet, you know, make them use the negate, and then you do something to Dragoon, like, you know, like, let's say you use Forbidden Droplet on Dragoon and you don't get rid of a monster because, you know, you don't have any monster cards. So then Dragoon discards a card, negate, then you use Skill Drain or some other card, you know, or just Kaiju, get rid of it, or just use it as a link for Underworld Goddess. There's so many ways around Dragoon, it's insane. Honestly, it's just so dumb. Just bring Dragoon, and this is something I want to talk about in another video. I'm getting off topic. It's just about how I use Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician, and it sucks how with Dark Magician I cannot use Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and then with Blue Eyes White Dragon it sucks how I cannot use Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. That's going to be another video when I talk about that. Anyway, very bad Forbidden and Limited list update. The only good thing is Instant Fusion getting banned, which is great. Change of Heart is a cool card. Like I said, I don't see anyone use it, which I get why. And then, yeah, making the Swamp card and Foolish Burial card, it's just to limit it to one, like, Tearlaments rely on those cards. It's like, no, they don't even care and can get by without those cards. But, okay, sure. Now I'm on ready for Duel's Twitter. So, Duelist Nexus is a new set that's coming out in the Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG, so in Japan. You know, we'll get this in English in a few months. On this stream, they were talking about cards that are coming out in Duelist Nexus, and then they revealed how this card right here, Magicians of Bonds and Unity, you know, just a new Magicians card. So obviously it's not Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, but it's based on them, which, you know, is really cool. You can even get like a Starlight rare version of this card, which, you know, is amazing. The artwork is really nice. It looks so cool. It reminds me of the Dark Magicians. And obviously I can't read the effect when they revealed this card because it was in Japanese. And then I saw the translations and my god, I know why people were complaining. This has got to be one of the worst effects I've ever seen. So let me read it. So level 8 light spellcaster, special summon effect monster, attack 2500, defense 2500, cannot be normal summon, set must be special summoned from your hand by having 25 or more cards in your graveyard. Gains 2500 attack and defense while your opponent has 25 or more cards in their graveyard. What the hell is this? I don't think there's been too many duels where I've had 25 cards in my graveyard. So, okay, the part where it gains attack, but you gotta rely on your opponent like milling the deck. You know, like their deck and even your deck, you know. You could say a Shizu and all that, but they send cards back from your graveyard anyway, so... And I just don't see this being playable. It's just going to be stuck in your hand for the longest time. I don't know what the hell was the thought process. I guess it's a collector's card maybe, you know, they just have it as a collection even though you use it. Now I get that, you know, this is for the 25th anniversary. The attack, you know, is 2500, the defense is 2500, and then there has to be 25 cards in your graveyard and also 25 cards in your opponent's graveyard because, you know, 25th anniversary. But they still could have just made this effect so much better. This 25 thing should have just been on something else, and this just should have been amazing support for Dark Magician. It's funny, like, this 25th anniversary, you know, they're in the quarter right now. There's been no Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon buffs. Like, they haven't been buffed in the longest time. Usually they get buffs like every year, I want to say. But yeah, it's just been pretty quiet. It's been very quiet for them. And I'm glad they're buffing stuff from 5Ds and, you know, they're just doing other stuff, which is great. But they should just, like, in my opinion, they should just buff like every main protagonist's deck and also their rivals, you know, just so Blue Eyes can get buffed. But yeah, it's just very, very strange card. It's just so embarrassing. Anything else would have been better. Even this card being vanilla would have been better. This effect is just horrible. It's so bad. The card is just wasted. Like, I love the artwork, like I love everything about this card except for the effect. It should have just been a new support for Dark Magician. I don't know, anything, literally anything. Negate anything your opponent does. Discard your opponent cannot do any response to this card. A free negate for Dark Magician, or something that just protects your Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl for like a turn. You discard it. I don't know, anything, literally anything. Just would have been great if there was some nice support for Dark Magician, but no, it's just a very, very, very bad card. I can think of like 10 more cards that this would be like just stuff to help Dark Magician out. Because yeah, it's based on Dark Magicians. I know it's not Dark Magician, but it's pretty much based on Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Should have been something for them, but unfortunately it's not. It's just a very, very horrible card. It's just so bad. Alright, going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!